Hi guys, it's Melissa, and believe it or not, I am here to give you guys a pregnancy update. Today is January 15th, 2013, making me 19 weeks and 5 days pregnant. And I first want to start by apologizing for being horrible with updates. I think my last one was about 10 weeks ago at 9 weeks, so it's very long and overdue. But as I mentioned in my last one, I didn't want to make any promises because, like I said, life could get in the way, and that is exactly what had happened. There's a lot going on in my life that has prevented me from giving you updates as much as I wanted to. I want to try harder, though, because I know we're kind of not really in the home stretch, but getting to that halfway mark here where things are going to start to get exciting, and maybe I'll have a little more stuff to share with you. I can honestly tell you I didn't miss out on a whole lot. The past 10 weeks since I've updated you have been pretty mellow. The only thing before I hit that second trimester mark, I had a lot of nausea and a lot of headaches. And then once I hit that second trimester mark, things have just been coasting by. I don't have a whole lot to report as far as symptoms. It's been pretty easy, besides the nausea and the headaches that I had before, but those were tolerable with Tums and Tylenols, and I've kind of gotten past the majority of that. The only thing I can really complain about now is headaches. I still get them, and I don't know, I've just become used to them at this point that I can manage either on my own by drinking lots of water or by taking a couple Tylenols, I guess. That's the only negative things I can really say. Let's see here. I just wanted to take a step back and just kind of let you know what's been going on in my life. On December 13th, I lost my grandmother, and that's been really hard on me. My dog wants to make an appearance here. Anyways, I was a caretaker for my grandma. I took care of her for many years. I lost my mom when I was 19 years old, and I've never known my dad, so my grandma and I were very, very close. We had a very wonderful relationship. So she got really sick really fast. She had COPD and was on oxygen, but she wound up developing some pneumonia in the hospital when she went in for some back pain, and it went downhill really fast. And the strange thing about the situation, or I shouldn't say strange, but the easiest part of the situation was every time I saw her, she told me she was ready to go. She told me that she's lived her life and she wanted to go be with my mom and go be with her husband again, and that it was okay. And so it was extremely validating to me to know that when we needed to let her go, that it was okay. And it was very peaceful. I've never actually seen anybody pass before, but it was so calming and so reassuring that everything was going to be okay and we were doing the right thing. So it was a tough time for me. I really don't have a huge family. Basically, all that's left is my uncle who lives out of state, and then I have two older brothers, and that's it. And then I just have to kind of carry on with my family here at home with my husband and my two boys, and then whatever's inside. So it's kind of given me strength to know that my grandma gave me permission. So just wanted to share that with you guys. That's, one of the main reasons why I've been so horrible is just because I've been dealing with her getting sick and this passing. So it's time for me to move on to positive things in my life and focus on this baby and just being a happy family. So I kind of told you what has happened with me as far as pregnancy things. My last appointment was at 16 weeks, and at that time my doctor did discuss with me the possibility of starting up progesterone shots, and that is to prolong pregnancy or to keep me pregnant longer. My past two deliveries, my firstborn Jeffrey came about 2 weeks early, and Davis came about a month and a half early. Jeffrey was fine. Davis had to stay in the hospital for about a week because of some jaundice and some temperature problems, and he didn't quite have the sucking reflex down. So the doctor basically said it was kind of up to me what I wanted to do. This would be weekly shots that I would get, like I said, just to keep me pregnant longer. She said that she's kind of on the fence about what I should do. I kind of asked her, I'm like, well, what would you recommend? She says, honestly, Melissa, with both of your pregnancies, your water broke. So once your water breaks, that's it. You have to have your baby. If I had just gone into preterm labor, there's ways to stop contractions, but when your water breaks, baby needs to come out. So I kind of put my risks involved and figured that it'd be pretty selfish of me not to do this, just to not want to go to the doctor once a week when I can try this out and hopefully have a very healthy baby. For me, I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and start these shots, and I will probably begin my first round this Friday when I have my 20-week appointment. And then I'll have to go and drive to the doctor every week until I'm 37 weeks. So it's not a guarantee, but it's definitely something that could help. So we're going to go for it. So my 20-week appointment is coming up this Friday, and then on Monday, the 21st, I have my ultrasound appointment, the big ultrasound 45-minute appointment. 90 minutes actually, I believe it is. It's over an hour. And at that time, I'm going to hopefully get to see what this baby is. My husband has asked me, just as of recently, if we would consider not finding out. He thinks it would be fun since it's our last baby, just to make it be a surprise. And I do think that's a wonderful idea. However, I like to plan ahead, and I like to be ready. And I'll tell you, every time I go to a store and I'm looking at clothes or things on clearance, oh my gosh, I want to go crazy. And I'm like, you know what? I just have to wait and see what this is. I think my husband is okay with finding out. He understands. I told him I'd find out and not tell him and just let him be surprised. But I told him, I said, don't think anything if I start bringing in pink or blue stuff, though. I don't know exactly what's going to happen here, but I think he's moving towards finding out. And makes me happy. Hey, I'm the one having the baby, right? I tried to write down everything that I wanted to talk about today. At my last appointment, at my 16-week appointment, I actually didn't gain any weight. I actually lost 4 pounds, which is okay because it's not a significant loss. But like I said, I really didn't want to gain a lot of weight in this pregnancy. 15 pounds max. I think when I go in on Friday, I probably have gained weight. I certainly feel like I have. I can feel my belly expanding, especially on the top. Oh my goodness. I feel like everything is being pushed up and under my ribs, excuse me. I feel like I have a shelf when I sit down. I have such a crease between my breasts and my stomach. It's not like I remember. So I don't know if that means anything, but it's definitely different than other times. I did some other fun things that I did some videos previously where I did some gender prediction tests, and some of them were, I don't know, nothing's 100%, but it was just a fun thing to do. I did the red cabbage test, and I did the fork and spoon test, and I worked with the Chinese calendars and things like that. So I'm going to make a separate video just on gender predictions and see what you guys think. It's, just for fun, but that'd be fun to share with you guys. Other than that, that's it. I don't have much more to share with you guys other than I have an exciting appointment coming up here soon, and I can't wait to let you guys know what it is. Of course, I have my fingers crossed for a girl, but I will be more than happy to have a healthy baby of either gender. So again, I apologize for being horrible with my updates. I'm going to try harder, and I'll be in touch soon. Thanks very much. Okay, so I just remembered a couple things that I forgot to share, and one of them, really important, but for the past 3 weeks, I would say I've been feeling a lot of flutters in my stomach, and I've had a really hard time differentiating between flutters or gas or bubbles in my tummy. But yesterday, I know for a fact that I felt good baby kicks, and I felt some today as well. So that is very exciting to me. I have been waiting to feel this baby kick. Feels like it's taken a little bit longer this time around, and I'm guessing that's probably because I'm a bigger girl. But definitely I am feeling baby, which is thrilling to me. And the last thing that I just wanted to say is, since I was horrible with my updates, I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday season. Whatever it is that you celebrate, I hope you enjoyed your time with your family and your friends, and just had a great holiday season. Hoping that this new year brings everybody what they want. That's it. Thanks.